On behalf of Phil and I, thank you to our first sponsor, Anchor. Anchor is by far the easiest way to make and distribute a podcast. Everything you could possibly need is right on your phone or on your computer.
They have a lot of creation tools on a simple interface to make your podcast sound and run amazing. Anchor has made it really easy for us to reach listeners on all different podcast streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more.
Anchor will help you easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to make your podcast today. All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Cast Conversations. Today I'm joined by Casey Woods. Casey was my roommate on the Disney College program. Casey, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. Casey here. Yeah, just Jeremy's roommate, DCP, cool stuff. I mean, what do you want me to talk about?
What was your major in college?
Well, yeah, it was biological sciences. Currently graduated a couple semesters ago. So,
very cool. All right, so I just wanted to apologize about the delay in an episode to all of our listeners. Phil's over in Disney, so it's kind of hard for us to get a episode in while he's gone. But anyway, like I said, Casey was one of my roommates while we were in Disney. He was one of the roommates I didn't know about, so I went in knowing a guy named Michael and a guy named Dominic, and I didn't know Casey. And so
I was the random.
It was pretty cool. I got to know. Yeah, Casey was the random. I got to know him pretty well, and we had a lot of fun together. But for starters, I was going to ask you your favorite Disney movie.
Ooh, favorite Disney movie. I'm assuming we're talking about Disney original. Like, I'm not going to include like any Star Wars titles that was released before they obtained that. I'm gonna have to go Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh, that's a good one. Is there any specific reason? Is it for song or anything?
I mean, the whole thing is just perfect. The songs are perfect. The characters are perfect. It's just all around perfect.
So, how did you feel about the live-action remake?
I hated it. I thought all the new songs they added were awful. The only song I really liked was the Be Our Guest. And even that one, I was kind of on the fence about. I was like, do I like it? I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't done well. Now, I will say Emma Watson, she did that right. Like, she did okay playing her, but you could just tell her voice was just auto-tuned so much.
Yeah, it was very auto-tuned. But I'm hoping now Phil doesn't see this episode because his favorite song, probably one of his top 10 Disney songs, is Evermore.
Oh God!
I think speaking on behalf of him, he loved that
list because that is not a great song.
So, okay, you brought up Star Wars. Now, what's your favorite Star Wars?
It's definitely going to be Star Wars. Not Revenge of the Sith. What am I talking about? Empire Strikes Back, but then Revenge of the Sith comes in second. So.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith is probably my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why people hate it much. Prequels are.
No, it was unjustified.
Yeah.
So, all right, I already know the answer to this next one, but tell us your favorite Disney character.
Yeah, so it's going to be Stitch.
Yep, Stitch everything. You got Stitch, the Stitch hoodie, Stitch cups, Stitch T-shirts.
Yeah.
Did you get ears or no?
I did not get ears. I'm not a huge fan of Mickey ears or any kind of other ears.
I'm not a big fan of those either.
Yeah, going into the DCP, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna buy all these ears and everything. And then I got in there, I'm like, just.
I didn't buy one pair.
Yeah, just my tradition pair. That was it.
Yep. So did you know that Stitch is the number one sold character? How do I word it? Like, his character sells the most merchandise.
Well, yeah, he's getting a lot of popularity in the past few years. I will say I was the original, like the OG person that liked Stitch. I mean, I didn't just on the bandwagon.
You liked him before he was cool.
Yeah, I liked him before he was cool. I mean, let's be honest. I will say, I'm staring at it right now, so it makes me think of it. Like, probably one of my runner-up favorite characters is going to be Mushu. I have my Mushu.
Oh yeah,
sitting over in the corner.
Kind of an underrated character.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So with the Disney College program, how did you get interested in it? I actually don't know this.
Interested in what?
Like pursuing the program.
Pursuing the program? I mean, I learned about it probably, that was a long time ago, let's see, maybe about 6 years back. And I always wanted to do it. I did it once when I was at my community college, or not. I didn't do it, but I applied for it once when I was at my community college, but didn't get in that time. And then I tried again. When was that? Oh, my last semester in college. I was like, I'll do it, and then do my last semester. And then I didn't get it that time either. But then I tried the third time, which was my very last semester, so it was my last chance at doing it, and I got in. So. But yeah.
So the moral of the story is just keep applying.
Yeah, keep applying, definitely. And in fact, during my program, I'm not sure if I ever told you about this. I ran into a family, and they were just talking about how their daughter had recently.
All right, there we are.
Oh, I think my phone locked, so it probably messed up.
That's fine.
Where did I cut off?
Continue with where you're going, and I'll edit it. You said you saw a family, and
oh well, I saw a family, and we got to talking and everything, and they were talking about how their daughter had recently got no longer in consideration. And I was like, oh, well, that stinks. But they were like, yeah, she's not really feeling like trying it again. I was like, no, by all means, you have to keep trying. I mean, you can't just give up all hope. I feel like
because there's so many people that apply.
Yeah, and if you keep being persistent, I mean, well, this is with any job or anything. Just keep being persistent. I mean, you're going to get something you want eventually. But yeah, I just told them not to give up.
And Disney will see that your name keeps coming up.
Yeah, that's
so
true too.
You got to just keep putting yourself out there.
And I mean, if you want, I know like even like our other roommate Michael, like you were talking about, he said he actually reached out to one of the recruiters and asked her questions, and that again puts your name out there. So that's a really good thing to do.
Right, because then they see that. Yeah. So I mentioned it in the beginning, but what did you do during the Disney College program? What was your role?
Okay, so I worked quick service food and beverage in the Animal Kingdom, specifically Asia. It was the food stands. So there would be ones like Mr. Kamal's, the Nandapur bus that sells ice cream, and we also had Trek Snacks, which just sells you like your general pretzels and Mickey ice cream bars. So popcorn, different stuff like that. It was fun. I really like it. I mean, again, with most any job, it depends on whether or not you're going to like it, depending on who you work with. And I had a really great cast of members that I worked with there, so they really made the job.
Yeah, you did have really good staff with you.
Yeah, they made the job what it was. So, and it made it fun. So within
Asia, did you have a favorite place to work at?
Favorite place to work at? So my favorite place to work at was actually Trek Snacks. Trek Snacks or Mr. Kamal's, and the reason for that is that it was so super busy. I'm the kind of person I don't like to be sitting
around. You like staying busy.
I always want to be moving around, doing something with my hands, or just like talking and being able to interact. And that's another thing. Guest interaction, I wouldn't say you get less of it in quick service food and beverage. It's just you get a lot of it, but it's very quick. You don't get a lot of one-on-one with any specific guest, which was kind of like I wasn't too happy about that. But the one-on-one time that you do get and the memories that you can make are good. But yeah, but again.
So with that, then.
Sorry, what?
With that, what you're saying, are there any guest memories that stand out?
Guest memories. Let me see. I'm trying to think of the best one I have. I mean, my best guest memory was probably whenever there was a little girl and it was her birthday, and being able to work in quick service food and beverage, which I had multiple. All my leaders were like, if any of our guests come up and they have like a birthday button on or anything, you can just take a spoilage list and like mark off maybe one popcorn. So I was able to do stuff like that, and specifically one girl, like she was just so happy, and I think that was actually the one I got my cast compliment on.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Cool.
So like I was able to give her. She really wanted a Mickey ice cream bar, and her mom had already purchased something else, but I was like, here, it's one for the birthday girl. So, but yeah,
that's so sweet.
And then
so Casey just mentioned cast compliments. If you guys don't know what those are, if you're working and a guest or a fellow cast member off duty sees you doing something awesome or going above and beyond, they'll tweet out a picture of you or a description of what was going on with the hashtag Cast Compliment, or they can also give you grape sodas or a 4 keys card online. Casey was pretty good at his job, and so he got so many 4 keys. Do you remember how many you got? I might have lost Casey again. We were having trouble with.
Sorry, that keeps happening whenever
getting-
my phone locks. I'm trying to keep an eye on it.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you heard me, but I was just saying that you got a lot of 4 keys cards because you're pretty good at your job.
Yeah.
Do you remember how many you?
Oh, I think in the end I had 7.
7.
Yeah,
That's
7.
pretty good.
But
Really
I just wanted to clarify like the difference between the cast compliments and like the grape sodas. The grape sodas are more of like a internal thing, so like all other cast members are able to give you grape sodas because other
Right.
cast
It'll
members can't
go on your
necessarily-
record card.
and other cast members can't necessarily give you cast compliments from what I knew. But yeah,
I got some. I got a few from cast members.
yeah. But
It's not as like advised.
yeah, so
Okay, but moving on to a new topic.
Yep.
So outside of work, what was your favorite part to hang out with or hang out in?
my favorite part to hang out in. I mean, Animal Kingdom's always going to be my favorite park. Even working there, I never got tired of it. It's still my favorite park. If I am just going to hang out, though, and like I'm not interested in like riding many rides during the day or anything, Epcot is probably going to be my go-to. Just because that one's just easy to stroll around in and just kind of enjoy your day. It really depends on the day and
Yeah,
how
it's a
I
big
feel.
circle.
Yeah. But, like that's one of my favorites just to hang out in. So
And so within those, let's just say, for example, let's do all 4 parks. What's your favorite ride per park
favorite ride at each park.
at each park?
I am a classic guy, so as much as I love Flight of Passage, and it is an
Oof, you're gonna
amazing
hurt me.
ride, I have to go Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom.
It's a good one.
It's in Asia. I mean, that's my homeland, you know?
Yeah, that's literally your home, or as some people like to call it, the Kilimanjaro mountain.
Yeah, the Kilimanjaro. Oh, I got that so much. I mean, I get it. We have a Kilimanjaro safari, and then there's Expedition Everest. I mean, I get it. So I'm not gonna
Yeah, it
hate
makes
on
sense.
for getting confused there too much, but yeah, I got that a lot. But then I
So
would get
in
confused.
Hollywood Studios.
I'm like, do they want to go to Expedition Everest or do they want to go to Kilimanjaro Safari? Anyway,
Yeah,
Hollywood Studios. So this might change by the next time I go there.
honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a roller coaster guy. What can I say? I'm gonna have to go with Rock and Roller Coaster. You know,
Rock and Roller Coaster. It's a solid choice.
I mean, it's a
All
classic.
right, now, let's do Epcot next. Save Magic Kingdom for last.
Epcot. So favorite ride at Epcot. That is a difficult one because when I go to Epcot, I go for the World Showcase most of the time.
Right.
Um,
And so over there, you only have 3 Caballeros, Frozen.
Yeah.
And that's it, right?
I mean, this may
Soon to
sound
be
a little
Ratatouille.
controversial, but the Mission Space is really good, and I've actually,
Yeah, you always like Mission Space.
and I've started liking it more than Soarin'. Soarin',
I lost Casey again. Probably his phone probably locked. He'll be probably coming back here in a few seconds.
I'm back.
There he is. Welcome back.
I need to stop doing that. So where did I stop at?
You said it's better than Soarin'.
So Flight of Passage is better than Soarin', and I've just kind of got spoiled on Flight of Passage now, so Soarin' just isn't all that amazing for me anymore.
I agree. I do like
Mission
Soarin' for the
Space
sense.
is like one of those. It's a very unique ride out of all the Disney park rides. So I get
But now
props
that
for
they have the Smuggler's Run, I think it's going to beat Mission Space out.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's essentially the same ride with like a reskin, I feel like.
Fair. I get that.
So now moving on to Magic Kingdom. Let me guess actually. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go ahead.
guess your favorite ride is either no, I know. Why are you
like
gonna have to guess?
millions
It's
of
Splash
times.
Mountain.
Yes, Splash Mountain. Splash
Splash
Mountain's a
Mountain.
classic, man. You just can't go wrong.
I honestly could have guessed probably all 4 of your parks.
Yeah, you probably could have. Epcot probably would have been a difficult one for you. So, but
Yeah, that would have been tough.
yeah, definitely Splash Mountain. Like I said,
So
just a all around good ride.
we haven't talked about Michael a lot. Michael was another one of ours that we hung out with a whole lot. So with me, you, and Michael, what was a favorite memory that you have, whether it was at Disney, outside of Disney? Do you have a favorite memory with the three of us?
I mean, there's so many to choose from.
There's so many.
Which one do I choose? I mean, as corny as this sounds, like all the memories that like I love the most about all this hanging out and everything were probably just the late nights we just spent hanging out with each other inside the apartment. I mean,
yeah, just in the apartment playing video games.
Yeah, I mean, those are good memories, but as far as like in the parks and everything, oof, it's hard to say.
Nothing stands out to me,
of them.
but yeah, it's just like I don't remember any like bad times.
I'm sorry, coming in you cracked up on me a little bit.
I was saying, I just don't remember any bad times.
Yeah, I don't remember any really bad times either. I mean,
yeah. You can probably name a few, but
yeah, I could probably. I mean, it was 4 months. Everybody has their bad times out of.
Yeah, everyone gets their messy here and there.
But yeah,
right. So something that we did a lot was we would go Uber down or drive down to downtown Orlando, and we'd go ride those swings.
Most of the time, I'd be Ubering, but yeah, no.
Yeah. To anyone that's watching, listening, or whatever, if you're going to be doing the Disney College program, I highly, highly suggest getting out of your apartment, going downtown, riding the swings, and like seeing. Like, and you can get into a habit of just seeing Disney.
Ironically, like those probably were like that was. I feel like that's where we really bonded. Was one of the first times when you, Michael, and I all went to that swing, and like that was a good bonding experience.
I guess when we say swings, I should explain that it's the world's tallest like spinning swing. You know those things that
fairs
parks where you get locked in. Yeah, fairs. You go up and it spins you around. It's the world's tallest, and you get extremely high up, and you go 40 miles per hour. So it's fast, it's loud, and it gets cold. And
it's amazing.
We would go so much that they knew us there. So,
but like that was the first time like we all ever hung out with each other was at that swing. So that one really
that was
sticks
the
out
first
to me
thing
in particular. So
the first interaction I had with Casey, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A if you guys want anything." And so I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take whatever." And he came back and he had the wrong thing for me, and I was like, "Great, this guy's gonna be great."
In my defense, I am almost positive I ordered you the correct thing. I think that was Chick-fil-A's fault, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying it was Chick-fil-A's fault, but it was.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A does no wrong in the eye of the public.
So true.
But cool. Do you have any little closing remarks? Do you have anything you want to tell any future DCP participants?
You'll have one of the best experiences of your life as long as you're not stupid and get termed.
Exactly. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Do you want to give anyone a shout out? Do you want to say hey to anyone?
Not really. There's no one in particular I really want to talk to.
You don't want to say hi to Michael or anything?
I mean, I'll say hi to him on Snapchat.
All right, that'll work.
Shout out to Michael. You're okay, I guess. You're all right.
Great, love that. All right, well, thanks for listening, everyone. Make sure to follow us on social media at Cast Conversation on Instagram, at Cast Convo on Twitter. I'll put Casey's Instagram in the bio if you guys want to give him a follow. Check him out. Hope to see you guys on Saturday, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye.